And now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So that'll back them up 5. This offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Got him in. It's Brown. 7 yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 41-yard line.
Kaepernick now to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. Again, it's Kaepernick. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Titans.
On first down, Kaepernick. He's got the connection to Cooper. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. A good down to possibly take a shot. And in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Kaepernick. And this is Ertz with it, right side.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Your game on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Chargers' 14-yard line.
Kaepernick going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4. Buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Titans, and he's got room.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Phillips drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Deontay Johnson, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Kaepernick going to run again.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Always got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. from the gun, a give to counter. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Rolling to his left. Airing it out deep for Woods. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Steps away to his left.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes, right side. The 20.
If you were me, you do this too.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Kaepernick now on first down. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Second and 5. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Now Kaepernick. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
He's to the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
24 yards.
And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more
comfortable. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception. interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the Titans' 8-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third and goal, Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DJ Moore, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Play action. Now Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And Woods has it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
First down, Titans.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Being chased out left. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Second and 3.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. Flush to his right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Antonio Brown there to make the grab.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
72 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, all I can do.